It's your Facebook page says Pure Metal. So tell me what kind of merchandise you guys got available for sale, and what's the website?
Okay, the website is Despyre.com. Despyre. On our website, we have shirts, coffee mugs, all kinds of playing cards. We sell. We got at the shows. We got hats and puzzles, and we got some new line of stuff. Calendars coming out. We're actually in the works to get a coffee line and a hot sauce line. So we're trying to really push the marketing end as well,
Sauce,
as well as the CD,
line?
which will be available at shows. Besides on Amazon and all stores worldwide.
Wait. You guys said coffee and hot sauce?
Yeah, we're working on getting our own coffee line and a hot sauce line. So which should be pretty cool. A dark roast, and guys in the band like coffee. And one of the marketing things is we want to tap into stuff that's not your typical merchandise. A lot of bands do it. They have wine and beer, and so we're trying to tap into that market too. We have a couple cool logos. Our logo, you'll see it. It's kind of like the Y we call it a distorted E, but that's our logo. So we really like to embed that everywhere. And the companies that we've been dealing with actually make really good product. We like it, and we were like, you know what? Would you be interested in working, with a band? And so they said, yeah. So we're in the middle of development on that stuff.
Add me on Facebook. I just sent you a friend request. Zaya Tanya.
And then again, the CD will be for sale also at the shows, as well as Amazon, iTunes, and stores worldwide. It comes out October 13th.
Ooh.
Right now, it's on pre-order. You can pre-order it, get the single free right now. Well, the single immediately when you pre-order the album on Amazon and iTunes. And also the single just hit the radio October 1st or October 2nd. Just hit the radio. So it's going all over the place on the radio. We are on Pavement Records. We just got signed to Pavement maybe about 5 months ago. And they're releasing this album for us. So.
Hey, Robert, add me on Facebook, okay? Add me on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yeah, I just sent you a friend request. Anyways, so tell me, when was the last show you guys played?
We just did a show Thursday night.
Ooh.
We opened up for Soil, Saving Abel, and Kira up at the Chance Theater in Poughkeepsie.
Oh my God, that must have been a badass show.
It was real good. The crowd was excellent. It was a smaller crowd up there, but they were great. We had excellent feedback, and everybody loved what we were about. We're a really high energy band, and the guys in Soil and Saving Abel were awesome to us. They love the music. And as you know, Tim King, who's the bass player of Soil, he's also our AR rep, and he's the vice president of Pavement Records.
Ooh.
So, but it was a great show. It was really cool to go up there and jam with them. And we've been out with a few other big bands. I mean, we've done some shows. We were out with Drowning Pool and OTAP and Gemini Syndrome before. We did Devil Driver. We were out with Death Angel. So we've been really picking up a lot of the nationals. That's pretty much what we do,
Nice.
And now we have a big tour coming up in November, a 3-week tour of the East Coast in support of Bobaflex.
Ooh.
We're going out on the road with them. We start November 24th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it goes through December 15th.
I love Bobaflex.
Yeah, we'll be hitting the whole East Coast with them. Slowly making our way out towards you guys and the West Coast, and we're aiming for the festivals in the fall, so spring.
We need to get you to the Midwest.
We're ready to go.
To Chicago,
we're
Wisconsin.
ready to go. I think you guys will definitely dig it. I heard a lot of good things about you out in the Midwest, so we want to get out there.
Yeah, you love playing out in Chicago and Wisconsin, too.
Right. But yeah, so that's kind of the game plan for us. Like I said, we also in the middle of, we constantly are writing. So we're about 6 songs deep now into music for the second CD.
Uh-huh.
We just keep, writing. That's the name of the game, trying to get as much music out there. We have the video for Irritation is done. That should be released next week sometime. So there's a video also for Irritation. But the music, part of what we want to do is we're really a fan band. We're not about politics. We're not about any of that kind of stuff. We don't preach that on stage. I mean, I am a veteran, and I am very into, the military and stuff like that. So I do. Matter of fact, we have our big CD release show here on Long Island, October 22nd, and we're doing a whole bunch of. We're donating proceeds to our raffles and stuff. We're giving away a guitar and stuff, and we're donating all that to the Wounded Warriors. So we like to do a lot of stuff like that, in our shows.
That's good.
Yeah, but the music is definitely. You want to come see a band that's high energy, man, that's just going to keep you on your toes from start to finish. We are relentless. We just, from one song right to the next, man. There's not a lot of, I don't like to do a lot of yapping between songs, man. The music does the talking, So we basically go out and hit you hard. And, we want you to have a good time, and we want you, to enjoy what we're bringing to you. So, but all of our music, has meaning to us. Everything that I write lyrically has something to do with, something that happened close to me or in my own life, So,
yeah.
But it's definitely, it's aggressive, but we put melodies behind, our lyrics and stuff, and the melodies of the song are definitely stuff you can sing along to, as well as the heavy edge to it. If you get the Irritation, you'll kind of see that. Yeah. That's kind of like the heaviest song.
Robert, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your position in the band besides vocalist?
What's that?
Do you play any instruments besides singing?
No, I play drums. That's how I started. I actually started playing drums years and years ago. But, I don't play it really per se in the band. I just kind of mess around with it. My mouth is my instrument. Especially when we write, I'll actually hum I'll come up with a chord in my head or something, or like a guitar riff, and I'll kind of sing it into my phone, and then I'll send it over to the guys. Hey, check this out. Can you transcribe this? So, but yeah, my main instrument is singing, vocals.
What kind of microphone you use?
Right now, I am endorsed by CAD Audio, so I use the CAD Live 3000. But I also, I always have my backup SM58 with me wherever I go. I love those; they're rugged, especially for touring and live purposes. But the CAD Audio is awesome. Their wireless systems are great, and I'm pretty impressed with what they have. They've been awesome in the clubs we've been doing, because we've been playing venues that hold 200 people to. We've been playing venues that hold 1,500, and
damn.
So far it's been great,
So let me ask you, is your mic? Sorry about the speakers. So is your mic like special colors or special design?
No, right now I haven't graduated to that point. I actually would like to design my own mic. I'm kind of have some ideas in my head, but right now I just go off with my basic, the CAD, like I said, CAD Live 3000 is what I use.
Uh-huh.
And, I just basically use that, I don't really do anything too fancy as far as mics or mic stands. But like I said, I would like to definitely one day design my own kind of signature with the logo of the band, somewhere built into it. I think it'd be pretty cool.
So being a veteran, how do you feel about the NFL players taking a kneel?
Like I said, I don't like to get too political and stuff, but I definitely see what they're trying to do, and as a veteran, we fight for the flag, and the people died to give us the right to protest, So what they're doing per se is definitely on the right track, that they want to protest something and, they want to bring awareness to it, which I get that. But I do have a kind of soft spot for I still believe that when in that kind of platform, when the American flag is there, you should definitely stand and acknowledge that.
Yep.
Coming from a military background, I just think it's important. And then you can protest your way on another platform as well. But I just think the flag it's just a courtesy. For that. If you want to kneel before the anthem or after, that's fine. But that's just me, But everybody's entitled to their position, and that's kind of what makes America great, Everybody can have an opinion. It's kind of just finding that compromise,
Let me ask you this. Okay, you being a veteran and having military experience, did you watch the videos from Las Vegas shooting?
Oh, yeah, I did. It's horrible. Horrible thing.
You heard the multiple gunshots, right?
Yeah, I actually saw a video today that shows
someone on the ground.
That there was gunfire looked like coming from like the 12th floor or something.
And there's a video of it coming from the 4th floor by the taxi cab driver and another.
Yeah, that was the one I saw. Right. It was like the 4th floor window or something.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
it was kind of weird. But what's weird is that
you'll see it on. Hold on, you'll see it on my page. There's a video of a gunman between the cars on the floor shooting people.
Yeah, and here's the thing with all that too. I mean, if that really happened, and obviously there was video there, why is it covered up? That's the big question, right? Why is it not acknowledging that?
Yeah,
because obviously there's more than one video that you're telling me about. Because I saw another one from a different angle too, of where you could see the flashes from the lower windows.
I saw it. I've seen all the videos.
So, I definitely think there's more to the story.
There is.
Regardless of that, though, it's a horrible, horrible tragedy, and it's really a shame where the world is headed, where people can't even, you can't go out and have a good time. But you know what? Again, you can't hide. People need to still live their life, stand strong. You go out and you do what you have to do, and you can't let these people or anybody, who does this kind of terrorism stop you from living.
Exactly.
And you just have to keep going, and hopefully, the good prevails. That's what we hope for,
The good will prevail.
Yeah, that's it. The beautiful thing is that's another thing about music, man. Whether it be, metal, country, rap, music to me brings people together, man, and it kind of takes you away from. That's why I don't like to be too political in our music. Is just because of the fact that I want people to get away from reality for a little while. And come out and enjoy themselves and express themselves. And that's one thing, the beauty about all kinds of music, man. I think it just could bring everybody together, and celebrate a good time, and we can't let these people destroy that, You got to still go out to concerts, man, still support live music, still do things with your family. But again, it's definitely a tragedy, and, we send our thoughts and prayers over to all those
Las
people.
Las Vegas, yes.
And the
Okay.
I actually lived in Vegas for 5 years. I just moved back from Vegas, I want to say, because I have a lot of friends over there. I moved back 3 years ago, back to New York. I was there for 5 years. I still have a lot of friends over there. Everybody, knock on wood, is okay that I know. But yeah, it kind of hit home with me a little bit.
Okay, let me tell you something. Someone very close to me was at the concert Sunday night. She saw the shootings coming from all different areas. She said there was one by the gate, one by the cars, coming from 4th floor and all this shit. There's no, as they said, the 32nd floor was shootings. No, I didn't see no flashes coming from 32nd floor. But anyways, let's continue to your band. List 5 words that would describe your band.
5 words that would describe Despyre.
Yeah.
Intense, loud, creative. Let's see, another great word that really describes what we're about. I have to say, this makes you think, like thinking, because we really have some complex, a lot of different levels to our music. So, and I like the word journey a lot, like journey, because we do take you on a journey all of our songs, when you listen to them, they have multiple layers, multiple parts, and it definitely takes you on different feelings throughout the song. So, journey to me is definitely a word that I like for our music. Um, Again, because it takes you on to a different place, and all of it. You'll feel the different emotions through our songs.
Uh-huh.
I put a lot of feeling into my vocals too when I sing live, so you'll get that. I think you'll get that off the CD too as well. You'll feel that.
So tell me, who are the other band members?
The other band members,
Yeah.
We got John Despyre. He's our drummer. John is a great rock and roll drummer, man. He's solid. He does just what he has to. We don't like to do any trickery or go beyond our realms. But that's John Despyre's on drums. Kevin Cassidy plays bass. And Kevin is not your standard bass player. You hear a lot of influence in his playing from like the Steve Harris styles of playing.
Mm-hmm.
He treats his bass like a guitar. He does backing vocals with me. And Dennis Gaudio, he's one of the lead guitar players. And Brad Maestro, who's also the son of the famous Johnny Maestro in the Brooklyn Bridge, who did 16 Candles and all those great songs. They're the guitar players. They both play lead. And not even because they're in the band, but I mean, the guitar playing is phenomenal on this CD. We've been getting a lot of rave reviews on their guitar playing and how they complement each other. And me, not even saying that, I don't think it's going to be too long till you see them on the cover of Guitar Magazine or something. These two guys shred, man. Their leads are awesome. We like to bring leads back. We want leads in our songs, so you'll hear a lot of leads, where necessary. But we get into some of those dual guitar harmonies that the old Maidens and Priests used to do.
Mm-hmm.
Avenged Sevenfold does do some of that still, and we're doing that as well. And then me, Rob Malvagno, I sing, or I'm the vocalist of the band. So
now tell me about your sorry. First band you've been in.
I played in the band Detriment for a while, which was more classic. I would say like classic metal sound, a little more along like the Maiden kind of feel. I was in a band called Steel Rain. We had some moderate success back in the day, back in the 90s, like when grunge was around. That's kind of why we didn't really take off as much. But we were on a little harder edge, more like the Megadeth, Metallica kind of sound, Testament. Then I played in a couple other original bands, and I kind of, when the scene changed, because in Long Island, the original scene kind of died for a really long time, and everybody to this day, they're still on this tribute and cover band kick thing, So I dabbled with that a little bit. I did a Rob Zombie tribute, but it's just, I would rather, me personally, I would rather go out and play in front of one person playing my music and what I wrote from my heart than going out and playing for a packed crowd, and trying to be someone else. That's just me. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I'm a musician, man, and it's an art form. I'm not in this to make $1 million. Would I love to have a hit song? Yeah, that's everybody's dream. I'm in this because this is part of my life. This is something I do. This is therapy for me, and I want to share it with people. So that's why I do this, and it's not really to play the part of someone else.
Okay, Rob.
Yeah.
Do you have any EPs out, or single songs out since you guys started playing?
Well, the single from this album just released. Like I said, if you pre-order, you can get that right away, and it just hit the radios on October 2nd. So, and then the EP actually comes out October 13th worldwide on Pavement.
Next Friday, Friday 13th.
Yeah, Irritation is the title of the EP. Again, it comes out on Pavement Records. I have other CDs out. I have a CD out with Steel Rain, which is a full length, came out in like 91. You could probably still find that on, actually, I think I saw a couple copies on
eBay?
eBay, is it? Or one of those?
eBay.
And I have an album with Detriment out, so I do have 2 full-length CDs out prior to this band. They were independent, they weren't signed to any label. But this album, one of the nice things and great things about this CD that's coming out, it's actually produced, engineered, and recorded by Mr. Joey Z himself from Life of Agony.
Yes.
I can't speak enough words of this guy. He's an absolute gentleman, and he became a brother and a friend, that I actually, talk to him all the time. And he brought stuff out of the band and helped us really mold this thing. And he's just amazing what he did for us, behind the boards. The guy is just phenomenal. We called him Miyagi, he knew just how to settle us down
Mr. Miyagi.
and pull the best out of us,
Yeah.
So Joey did a lot for us, and I think we're slating Joey to do the next album with us as well. So, to all the Life of Agony fans out there, take a listen, and I think you're definitely going to dig it. The crunchy guitars definitely come from a lot of Joey's influence in helping us with that sound.
Okay, Rob, what's your fondest memory of the band that stands out so far?
What was that? You broke up.
Fondest memory.
Hello?
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 Yeah, I lost that whole thing there.
What's your fondest memory?
Of playing in this band or just in general?
Playing in your band.
I think every accolade that we've had so far has been topping each other. I mean, like I said, we've been out with Devil Driver. All that remains. The crowds are getting bigger. But I think I gotta say there are three things that really stand out with this band. Okay, and they're on different levels. Two with a live level. We did our first headlining show in between all these, and we sold it out. And it was like 400 people there, and it was just awesome, man. The crowd was great. That stuck on me. Then the next level was when we went out on the road. We shows with Drowning Pool, and the crowd was great. And then Drowning Pool actually called me up on stage with Jim and Gemini Syndrome to sing Bodies. So that was definitely a highlight for me with this band. And I think really to top the whole thing off was actually meeting and working with Joey Z and practically living with the guy, recording, for 6 months in this, and I can't say enough of what I've learned from him, and out on my bucket list, because I was a huge Life of Agony fan, being from Long Island. My paths crossed with Joey years ago. I opened up for him in another band when Life of Agony was just breaking, River Runs Red, but they were huge influences over here, being from Brooklyn. And so it was kind of like me working with, an icon of mine that I actually grew up listening to, And so that, I think, might have been my fondest, really the number one fondest memory so far. And again, each show we're doing is getting bigger and better, so it keeps topping it, I'm really looking forward to the tour we're doing with Bobaflex, we got 3 weeks on the road.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing 17 shows, and I think it's going to be really cool.
That's cool. So, in your own opinion, what are the pros and cons to the music industry?
Well, I'm learning as I go that it's not like it used to be. I'm learning quickly that social media and the whole downloading process is a double-edged sword. It's a blessing, but it's the biggest curse going in the music industry. Because one, it's great because you can get your music and your band out to the masses with a touch of a button. It's bad where the artist does not, especially if you're trying to make a living at this, the artist that no longer makes money from that, or it's very, very minimal. This is, people this is what they do for a living, and I think it translates where it actually hurts the live shows too, because bands tour and play because that's where they make their living and that's where they want people to see them. And
Hello? Robert? We lost him. Hold on. I lost you.
These tours, you see pictures of your favorite artists everywhere, so there's no more mystique. There's no more wanting to go to a show and spend especially with bigger bands, hundreds of dollars to go out. Where me, personally, I think there's no experience but a live show. But a lot of people would rather sit home in their living room, not go out, and for many reasons, and watch it. They don't go out and buy. I used to look forward to buying like the magazines, like Metal Edge, and looking forward to the LPs where you open up the jackets, and I would read the liner notes. And I think it just lost all that somewhere, and it'd be nice to come back. I think it's because of, again, so much with the advancements of social media and everything that everybody's attention span is not. It's so quick nowadays. People don't stay on one thing too long. That's why singles, no one really buys full-length albums anymore. Very few. It's all singles. They hear a song, boom. And a lot of people don't care about what the rest of the band is, what other stuff they have. They just like one song, let me download it. And like I said, it's good to get the music out there, but make a career, it's tough. I think that people should open their mind more and go out and experience it. That's, I think, the downfall of it. And I'm learning quickly, too, that there are some really good people in this industry, and there's people that you really have to, you got to watch your back a lot,
Okay. Robert, hold on. Robert, you still there? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, let's get into some fun questions. Can you hear me? I said, let's get in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now. I don't know. It kept going in and out.
Let's get into some fun questions.
Okay, do it.
Favorite food?
Favorite food? I'm going to say steak, man. Steak. I like steak.
Okay. Favorite drink, non-alcoholic or alcoholic?
Coconut water.
Favorite drink, non-alcoholic or alcoholic?
All right, my non-alcoholic drink will have to be, it's actually a tough. It's coconut water and coffee. That's my non-alcoholic.
Okay.
My favorite alcoholic is I would say a good beer. I'm a Blue Moon guy. I like Blue Moon.
Okay. Top 5 favorite bands.
What was that? How many?
Top 5 favorite bands.
Top 5 favorite bands. Five Finger Death Punch, Bullet for My Valentine. Dig them a lot. I really dig my classic bands like Iron Maiden. That's right up there. And Priest.
Mm-hmm.
And Metallica. I mean, those are like my favorite bands from the newer to the old.
Okay. First concert you've been to?
Kiss.
Kiss?
My first concert was Kiss Animalize with Queensryche.
What year?
Shit. I think it was like 86.
Yeah, mine was only
84, 86, man. That was around there.
84, I was 3 years old, 3 or 4 years old.
Oh, yeah.
I was a baby.
So yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday, man. I remember that show.
You were born in the 70s?
Yes.
Okay. Early 70s, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who drinks the most in the band?
I would have to say my drummer. Drummers are a little crazy. So I'd have to say John drinks the most, We all used to hold our own, but we, it's kind of, as we got older, it kind of slowed down a little bit. But I think John packs the biggest punch.
Okay. Musical people that inspire you.
That's funny. As a vocalist, there's so many. I have so many people that definitely inspire me. I mean, Freddie Mercury was an absolute amazing singer. And then you want to touch on some other people that make your hair stand. Not even that are in the metal genre. Like you listen to like a Celine Dion sing as a vocalist. She's got an amazing voice.
Yeah, she does. She does. Okay, she does. Hold on.
And I say that because it's important to open your mind to all different kinds of music.
Hold on. She does have an amazing voice, but I still think she's a fucking cunt.
Yes, she is. I will, I don't know her personally, so I don't know, but
I've met her.
Oh, you have? Yeah, I don't know personally, but and then there's a lot of underrated players. I mean, like I said, I say even bands like Life of Agony and
oh yeah,
bands like that, that are in the even the guys in Soil, man. I mean, these are some great musicians. They got
Soil's
some
from
great
here.
music,
Yeah.
underground bands. That's why I like Bullet for My Valentine. I just saw them live this year, and I was sold, man. They got that newer sound. The kids like really like them, but they are really phenomenal musicians, man.
Oh yeah, they are. I've seen them.
They really are. So I don't really have one. I think everybody kind of gives me a different influence, you know. But I got to say one thing. I think the band Kiss actually is what really made me want to do this, because not so much because of their music, but because of their image and their aura. They were larger than life, and that's one thing I liked about the music field. I like that escape from reality and being on top of the world feeling. So,
And Gene Simmons all Trump.
what was that about Gene?
Gene Simmons all for Trump.
Yeah. Gene Simmons is going to run for president next. You watch.
No, he's not. I wouldn't vote for him.
No, I think we're done with all that stuff, I think we should stick to politicians.
Yeah. So, how many times a month do you guys practice?
How many times a month? We practice 3 times a week. We rehearse, and then we also have twice a month we do a business meeting, because we're a legit business. We have a business meeting, and we're constantly writing. We'll write riffs all day long. When we have time, and just send them out to us. This band really is. It's a 24/7 thing for me and the guys. Really, it is. We always constantly on group text, doing something for the band, marketing, anything to do for the band. And in order to make it in this field, or make it to become a good band, it's sacrifice. It takes a lot of sacrifice, and you will not get anywhere if you don't practice.
Do you have
Practicing your craft.
Do you have it?
And you'll see. You come to see us live, and you'll know why. We are a very tight band.
I'm sure you are. So, do you have a job outside of this?
Yeah, unfortunately, we all have to work. We got to pay bills. So, I try not to work. No, but yeah, unfortunately, in this day and age, you got to pay bills, and this album just came out. Hopefully, in the next few months, though, it cracks, and we'll be like the next Five Finger Death Punch, and we won't need to work.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I do. I have 3.
Are they all musically inclined like Daddy?
Are they all musically inclined? No, one of them is. My middle girl, she's musically inclined. She plays keyboards and guitar and sings. She's into acting. My son is the athletic one. He's all into sports, and so I just teach my kids to follow their dreams and just do the best in what they do.
Okay. What CD is in your car right now?
In my car right now,
What
I got mine, Life of Agony.
Okay.
The new Life of Agony album. I have the new Metallica album in there. I also have Testament, The Gathering. That's in my car right now.
The new one, right?
And then, of course, I have my Spotify, which I can tap into anything with that.
The New Testament, right?
The New Testament?
Or the older?
It's Brotherhood of the Snake.
Yeah. You don't have that one yet?
I have it. It's not in my car, but I have it. Okay. I actually, like I said, I have The Gathering in my car, which was, that was maybe like 7 years ago, I think. That's when they have Dave Lombardo playing drums.
Yeah.
He was on that album with them.
What do you think about the New Testament, the Brotherhood of the Snake?
I like it, man. I think it's really good. I actually went to see that tour when it came to Long Island a few months back, and I think they... what's nice is they kind of went back to their roots a little bit. Oh, yeah. The sound, the old original sound of Testament. You hear it in this album a lot, but it still has that aggressive drum attack. I think it's really good. I've always liked everything Testament has done. Another very underrated thrash band. But I always liked Chuck Billy's voice. I liked his style, and you might hear a lot of my style of singing. I've been compared to Chuck Billy. People have said I sounded like him and stuff. Not that I do sound like myself, but you'll hear influences of him in me.
That's cool. So let's do a fun question. What Smurf character would you consider yourself as?
What Smurf character?
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, if I have to say, they would say Papa Smurf because I'm a little bit of not so much of a control freak, but I like to take control. I like to just
You're
put
Italian. What do you
everything.
expect?
What's that?
I said you're Italian. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly, man. I like to, and I'm loud, man. That's my thing. I'm really loud,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to be the center of attention. So I think, I have to be the Papa Smurf, man.
In the next 5 to 10 years, where do you see your band at?
Well, I'm gonna have to say everything that I've put my mind to in the year has come true. All the hard work is paying off, and I really believe sincerely that in the next 5 years we're going to be a household name in the metal world. I know every band says that, and you have to keep that attitude up. But the music that we're writing, the people that are behind us, and the people that are listening to it, I really believe that you're going to see us playing at major festivals and getting out there and playing arenas. I really do. That's kind of where I see it. But I do want Despyre. I want people I want people to have 10 years from now be like, yeah, man, that music is still relevant. I would like people to throw on the first CD and be like, yo, check it. This still stands up. So.
And okay, do you guys have any music? Do you guys have any music on YouTube?
On YouTube, I think there's a few things. We have a teaser out on YouTube, which has a little bit of it's a teaser video that has some of all the songs coming out on the CD. Some video from live shows. I know there's a couple live video out there of some of the stuff we did. But again, the actual real official video for Irritation is actually coming out and will be distributed by Pavement, and it'll be out probably in the next week. We're going to release that. So
Yeah. What websites can people find you at? Well, let's repeat that again.
Repeat that one more time because it broke up.
Websites people can find you at.
What sites can they find us at?
Yeah, websites.
Well, we got the Facebook.com, Facebook, Despyre.com. We're on Twitter, and Instagram, and we're also, if you go to our Despyre.com, which is our website, you can go to all of our social media pages from there. Reverb Nation, Twitter, Instagram. You can reach us through Pavement Entertainment and the artist partnership section. We're on there. If you type Despyre in just on Google, we are the number one thing that comes up on Google. So it's kind of easy to find Despyre.
I'm just following you on Google. I'm Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, I just.
Did you click on it from the website?
No, I do one on my phone. One on Twitter.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I follow metal, politics, and all that shit.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you very much for doing this for us.
Thank you.
We'll be supporting you guys as well. That's it. We stick together, all of us.
We will do this more in the future. And something's going on with my speaker sound right now, but I'm sure next interview will be best sounding.
All right, awesome. Yeah, take a listen to that song. Let us know what you think, and hopefully we'll be out there soon. Again, we got the tour coming up right now. The closest we're coming out to you guys is November 24th, Pittsburgh Diesel Club with Boba Flex.
Okay, stay on the phone for a second, okay?
Okay.
Hello?
Yep.